Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you loved Alice in Borderland and Squid Game and a fan of high stakes survival, mind bending challenges, and psychological thrillers, you're in the right place. Today, I'll be recommending 5 epic movies that have all the twists, tensions, dangerous games, and high stakes survival that you crave. Number 1, The Hunger Games, released in 2012 with a runtime of 1 hour 30 minutes, starring Jennifer Lawrence, Josh, and Liam Hemsworth. Set in a dystopian future where the government forces children from each district to compete in a deadly televised competition. Katniss becomes an unlikely heroine as she fights for survival. The themes of survival, deadly games, and high stakes are present in both Squid Game and Alice in Borderland. Like those series, the characters are thrust into life or death situations and must outwit and outlast others. This movie really dives into the psychological aspect of survival, especially with the social commentary on class and power. It has three sequels and one prequel. The second part is The Hunger Games Catching Fire, released in 2013 with a runtime of 2 hours 26 minutes. The third part is The Hunger Games Mockingjay, Part 1, released in 2014 with a runtime of 2 hours 3 minutes. The fourth is The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, released in 2015 with a runtime of 2 hours 17 minutes. And the prequel is The Hunger Games The Ballet of Songbirds and Snakes, released in 2023 with a runtime of 2 hours 37 minutes. All these movies are available for rent on Prime Video. Number 2, Escape Room, released in 2019 with a runtime of 1 hour 40 minutes starring Tyler Russell, Logan Miller, and it is available on Netflix. A group of strangers are invited to participate in a high-stake escape room competition, only to find out that the puzzles are deadly traps and they must solve them to survive. Escape Room has that intense claustrophobic vibe of Squid Game with a mix of puzzle solving and deadly challenges. The psychological tension is key here, just like in Alice in Borderland. The movie does an excellent job of showing how far people will go when their lives are on the line. It's a kind of like a twisted version of party game turned deadly. It has a sequel called Escape Room Tournament of Champions, released in 2021 with a runtime of 1 hour 28 minutes and it's available on Netflix and Prime Video. Number 3, The Maze Runner, released in 2014 with a runtime of 1 hour 53 minutes starring Dylan O'Brien, Thomas Brody and Kaya, and it is available on Netflix. A group of teenagers wake up in a giant maze with no memory of how they got there. They must figure out how to escape while facing dangers from both the maze and their own group dynamics. Like Alice in Borderland, the characters are trapped in a world where they must outsmart their environment to survive. The maze itself is a living, breathing entity that tests their limits, just like the twisted challenges in Squid Game. If you like puzzles and the idea of solving mysteries in a race against time, Maze Runner definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. It has two sequels. The second part is Maze Runner The Scotch Trials, released in 2015 with a runtime of 2 hours 11 minutes, and the third part is Maze Runner The Death Cure, released in 2018 with a runtime of 2 hours 22 minutes. All these movies are available on Geo Hotstar. Number 4, Truth or Dare, released in 2018 with a runtime of 1 hour 40 minutes starring Lucy Hale, Violet Beanie, and it is available on Geo Hotstar. A harmless game of truth or dare turns deadly when a supernatural force forces the players to perform dangerous dares or face fatal consequences. It blends the psychological thrill of Squid Game but with a supernatural twist. The characters must play the game to survive, much like the survival challenges in Alice in Borderland. The stakes are high and the consequences are brutal. This movie really messes with your mind, pushing the characters into morally tough situations. Number 5, Choose or Die, released in 2002 with a runtime of 1 hour 24 minutes starring Lola Evans as a Butterfield. and it is available on Netflix. A struggling young woman plays an obscure 1980s survival horror video game, only to discover that the game's decisions are coming to life and she must play to avoid deadly consequences. Similar to Alice in Borderland, the characters are immersed in a deadly game where each choice has life or death consequences. It's a blend of technology and horror, pushing the characters into a race of for survival. It has a unique tech twist where the game is actually influencing reality. If you love the feeling of watching someone fight to escape a cruel game, this is a must watch. And there you have it. These five movies are packed with the same intense thrills, high stake challenges, and psychological twist you love in Alice in Borderland and Squid Game. Which one are you most excited to watch first? Or maybe you have already seen some of them. Let me know in the comments what you thought, or if you have any other recommendations for movies that give off those Squid Game and Alice in Borderland vibes. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another thrilling recommendation from me. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.